All right, Shalom. First off, we want to start by giving all praises to Yahweh, Ba'ashem, Yahweh Shai, Ba'ashem, Rakakodash. Double honors to our apostle and elders, a great millstone. Honors and salutations to you, sincere accountants, priests in his word, in sincerity and faith. All right, Yahweh, Ba'ashem, Yahweh Shai, Ba'ashem, Rakakodash, Rakathum. All right, and to you, sincere listeners thereof, Shalom as well. We just want to it's the brother Yari Ya'ala.
And the brother Shamar.
Yeah, we just want to hit you with another article, man. All right, just more expose. Okay. All right, decided just gonna jump straight into it. Off of blacklistednews.com. The title reads serial pedophile cop arrested on 80 counts of sexual abuse of children. Okay. It says sexual misconduct among police officers is an unfortunately common crime. Damn. I read that one more time. It says sexual misconduct among police officers is an unfortunately common crime.
And they're saying it in a general sense, yet we know that it's you red Hebrew Edomites that do it. All right, yep. 9 times out of 10. As you red Hebrew Edomites, they get caught up doing the sexual acts, abusing your authority of being a cop.
Well, hey, it's the perks of the job, right?
That's why it's mainly main people you see that be cops is the Edomites.
It says multiple studies have shown that hundreds of cops a year are arrested or accused of sexual misconduct.
It said arrested or accused, right?
Mm-hmm.
So that just means that all of them don't go to jail for it. You only go to jail if you get exposed on a high level, because a lot of cops do it. And then what happens? Sometimes they just get paid leave or just get swept under the rug. A lot of times they don't get caught up.
Yep.
Like this guy, he did get caught up until whenever that one time he got caught up, like that got him in trouble.
Yeah, and really, what do like it goes like what's being exposed today, which you weak red Hebrew Edomites are getting exposed daily. With the so-called Roman Catholic churches, the Christian churches, the sexual misconduct that's going on up in there. All right, what happens? It gets reported to who? To these paying people.
Yeah.
And what do? They sweep it right under the rug, just backing up what you're saying.
Mm-hmm.
The president, the senators, the mayors, all these people, all right? It's just the Lord further exposing Esau how much of a hypocrite and how much of a demon, the devil that you are. You're deviant. It says, in fact, the second largest complaint against officers, second only to excessive force, is that of sexual abuse, violent homosexual. That's what it sounds like to me. It says more. You was gonna ask something? It says more startling is the fact that over half of the sexual abuse instances involve children.
Well, it's not even surprising. It's surprising to them, but
yeah,
we know that you red Hebrew Edomites are sickos. So it's not surprising to us. Stuff like articles like that come out every day about you red Hebrew Edomites touching kids.
Yep.
That's just in your nature because you're a sicko.
And so much that they just did studies on you sickos. All right. It says more startling is the fact that over half of the sexual abuse instances involve children. One particularly horrific example of this abuse is made by former Clark County Sheriff's Deputy Virgil Wolf, a wolf, who was arrested this month on dozens of charges of child sex abuse. Yeah, these motherfuckers be riding around in their car. Here it is. They'll pull you over for being on your phone or looking to be on your phone or whatever. Look like you're on your phone and you're talking the whole time. Yeah, whatever, man. The whole time they're in the car. They got the walkie-talkies. They chopping it up on. They got the laptops they're looking up child porn on. All right. They breaking all sorts of laws. Speeding. Okay. they doing the most. They can abuse their authority.
Mm-hmm.
The perks of the job. It says the Cascade County Sheriff's Office posted Wolf's mugshot on their Facebook page last week, noting that Wolf had been charged with 1 count of incest, and 80 counts of sexual abuse of children. The sheriff's office noted that the arrest involved its own deputies along with several agents from the Department of Homeland Security.
So to show you how deep that it goes,
Ooh.
really, it's going on everywhere. It's just, like I said earlier, it's just certain people get caught up with it, like this guy and the other people who got caught up with him.
Yeah, it says several agents from, it says involved its own deputies along with several agents from departments of Homeland Security. So
that's higher up.
See?
So and it shows you how deep that it goes with it, like these sex rings, pedophile rings, all that shit be coming out all the time. Yet it's never spoken about on the mainstream media.
Mm-hmm.
And why is that? Is because if you knew about all the things that was really going on, you would look at the cops different. You would look at the government different. You would look at everything
these
different.
These are the same people that's meant to protect, provide for you.
Yeah,
make you feel safe.
Protecting these
protect and serve, right?
Yeah.
Yeah, right.
They ain't protecting nobody. They raping.
Mm-hmm.
And they doing it to the kids.
Yeah.
The main ones that people always try to act like they care about.
Well, they'll lock you up over so-called child abuse if you're disciplining your child.
Yep.
You don't want them to be a goddamn sodomite or a dirtbag, or your daughter to be a hoe. All right. You know, you want to stir them in the right way. Okay. You want to guide them in the manner that you believe that you were hey, your heritage, your tradition, the way you were brought up, really, man, as a way as an Israelite. All right, you know, all this abuse, or you need to allow them to learn about all this sick ass stuff that they're not even old enough to even just to take in, man. That's these guys. That's the weak red Hebrew Edomite, man. Okay, the whole time while he's taking your child, all right, doing all sorts of sick shit to him, giving your children to a sodomite couple, you know what I mean? 2 sodomites, all right, 2 dykes, you know, letting trainees fucking talk to them about mixed demons, you know, and embracing it, all this sick shit, man. You know, you getting exposed, man. All right. You had something, bro?
Yep.
It's a spirit. I just feel like the same one I was going for. Yeah, I'll change it. Go ahead.
It's Habakkuk 2.
Mm-hmm.
2 and 4. Behold, his soul, which is lifted up, is not upright in him.
Yep.
And that's you, Hebrew Edomites. You're sick. You don't have it's just in you to be a demon and wicked and vile, to do vile acts, to do vile things, to do everything that's contrary to righteous ways.
Yep.
And that's the dude, that's the guy you seen in the article.
And this is every weak red Hebrew Edomite that you see in your everyday life, man. All right. You know, I don't give a goddamn if you got 3-piece suit. All right, if he's done whatever for whatever, you know what I mean, what do they call that shit? Giving back or whatever, man. Whatever he seemed like he's done, man, he did it all in wickedness, man. All right, he really did it to destroy you, to destroy your people.
Mm-hmm.
All right, you know, hey, but yeah, this is the characteristics of the weak red Edomite, the devil. All right. Esau, you know, if you have more.
That's just a little bit. Behold, the soul which is lifted up is not upright in him, but the just shall live by his faith.
Yep.
Yeah, and like I was saying, he ain't right.
Mm-hmm.
You know, just like all you Hebrew Edomites, all y'all the same way, all doing the same things. And you really all you do it. You don't all get exposed for it. That's all it is. The ones that we see get exposed are just the ones that got caught out there doing it. Yet all of you are doing it.
Yep, and it's a lot of y'all that's getting exposed though.
Mm-hmm.
Different cities, different states, different countries. Shit.
So you how many people are really? If that's just like we
It's
seen
all
a lot of them
Edomites.
getting exposed, yet it's really way more than the ones getting exposed really out there doing it to this day.
That's right. That's right. Since you in the book of Habakkuk, I'm gonna jump down to verse 15. You know, it says, woe unto him that giveth his neighbor drink, that puttest thy bottle to him, and makest him drunken also, that thou mayest look on their nakedness. Cause what he put drugs into the communities. All right, he pumped dope, he pumped crime, he pumped black on black. Well, really, Israelite on Israelite violence, man. All right, you know, he put so-called black culture. He pumped that. That's a drug, man. All these philosophies, Esau pumped it out there into the Israelite communities. Okay, and what capitalized off it? Because what, it wouldn't be no guys like this devil that we're reading about. It wouldn't be no goddamn officers, sergeants, lieutenants, none. It wouldn't be no how do you say it? No policing if it wasn't no crime, right?
Bro.
So Esau has to perpetrate and continue to create crime, and what projected towards Israel, so-called Negroes, Latinos, and Native Americans in their communities. All right, you know, the blame game. Okay, but look, now you're being now the more you blame Jake, man, it's backfiring, man.
Mm-hmm.
All right, you know, and the Lord, it woe means destruction unto you, man. All right, death unto you, you weak red Hebrew Edomites. All right, it says, and now you're strung out on drugs, man. You falling victim to your own snare, man. It says, verse 16, thou art filled with shame for glory. Drink thou also, and let thy foreskin be uncovered.
Yep.
The cup of the Lord's right hand shall be turned unto thee, and shameful spewing shall be on thy glory.
And that's all that's happening to Esau now.
Yep.
Just shameful spewing. Because here it is. Trump was the main one talking about us, the Mexicans, the illegals, that's rapists, this and that.
Yeah.
When it's really you red Hebrew Edomites actually living in America that's doing all that. It ain't no illegals like coming over here by the masses just raping everybody. It's you red Hebrew Edomites doing that actually live out here.
Yep.
All right, your local police department sheriff or your pastor, your Catholic priest,
guys like this,
your
man.
teacher, your high school teacher you going to, he trying to tutor you after class.
Fuck, man.
All these people all these Edomites out here are just sickos, man.
Mm-hmm.
Every last one of you. Ain't one of you that's not a sicko. Every last one of you.
These are the people that you tell your children to call. Oh, if you ever feel scared or get in harm's way, call 911. Call these motherfuckers. Fucking do what we're reading about.
Yeah, you look like hell.
Yeah, you look like the demons that you are. All right. Oh, so we're gonna continue on the article. You know, it posted a picture of this sicko. All right. You know, the face of pedophilia. All right, crime. All right, thievery. All right. You know, damn thug, man. You know. Yeah, it had like a little post about him and the sickness that he did. Okay. Continuing on, it says the details of the abuse are utterly disturbing and paint a picture of a long-time child predator and serial pedophile who wore a badge and a gun. And these are the same guys that it's a spirit. And these be the same guys that be at where that be on the show of what, to catch a predator. All right, guys like your boy, what's his name, man? Guys like your boy,
Mike Henson or something.
Chris Hansen.
Yeah. Okay,
and he just got caught up on a lot of fraud, man. You devils are getting blown up, man. The Lord is blowing up your spot, exposing you devils. And then what? When Chris Hansen's sick ass talk to another sick ass Edomite, because it's all of them. All the episodes about Edomites. You know. Yeah, Salakia, man. Once again, it was Satan at the fucking door. You know. Obviously, Satan don't want this word to come out, but guess what, man? Ain't no stopping. All right, non-stop on your block till you drop. All right, you know. Satan is obviously fallen. Okay. Continuing on, because he mad because we exposing his bastard child, Esau, the weak Ray Edomite. Okay, continue on. Like I was saying, just like in that show, To Catch a Predator, how a sicko like Chris Hansen would more likely be what talking to another Edomite, catching him up because he wanted to talk. He wanted to talk to some sick shit, or he wanted to do some sick shit. You know, it'd be Esau. All the time on the show, what Chris Hansen, the Edomite, then the Predator is Edomite, and then what? Why did you do this? He lying and shit. He can call out what you got in your pockets. Why do you have condoms in your? No, I just came over and just check out. You know, you're busted. And then what? As soon as he finished, as soon as the Edomite Chris Hansen finished interviewing or grilling the Edomite that came over, the Predator, okay, guess what? He goes throughout the garage way, and what? He get rushed by a bunch of officers who do the damn same thing. So this just shows how much of a hypocrite you weak red Hebrew Edomites are. Guys like this, man. Goddamn county sheriff. All right? Continuing on, man. The details of the abuse are utterly disturbing and paint a picture of a long-time child predator and serial pedophile who wore a badge and a gun. The investigation into Wolf was launched in June of 2017 after a 17-year-old girl came forth alleging Wolf had been abusing her since she was only 6 years old. Wow. The girl, yeah. All right. The girl explained that Wolf started off exposing himself to her and then eventually moving to more frightening acts. As the Great Falls Tribune reports, the girl also alleged that Wolf took nude photos of her using his hobby of pastel painting as justification and uploading the photos to his personal computer. Same computer that be on a dashboard that they be riding around.
That's what you're riding around looking at.
Looking up addresses, looking up pictures, emails. You sick fuck, man. This is the weak Ray Edomite for you. This is Esau. In a police interview, the alleged victim's mother said she knew that Wolf had photographed her daughters even in panties and in a tank top or topless to get their contours so he could draw them. The Ephidavite, if I'm saying that right, said the woman's other two daughters were questioned and denied any abuse by Wolf, although images of them in a state of undress were found by police.
So they lied.
They would, yeah. Obviously, they was afraid. Yeah. These Edomites are sick, man. It says whether or not the mother of these girls is facing charges for allowing Wolf to photograph her daughters naked is unclear. However, any parent that could knowingly allow this to happen to their own child definitely deserves to be held accountable. That's right. You love taking children for Jake. More than likely, these were Edomite children. Mm-hmm. Edomite parent. Why don't you take her children from her? She it just sounds like an unfit, red Hebrew Edomite parent. All right? You know, she needs to go to jail and she needs her children to be taken away from her. How about that? Police also found a diary kept by the girl in which she detailed the horrific abuse she received from Wolf. A report, the Department of Homeland Security on the examination of Wolf's computers and memory cards identified more than 1,000 images and thumbnails depicting children in various stages of undress and 3 videos of the alleged victim posing without her clothes on, reports the Great Falls Tribune. So this dude he had that memory, those gigabytes of them terabytes, man. Esau, man, all he wants. This is all he wants. He wants storage. Just storage sick ass images and videos. All right, just so he can look back upon it, get a sick fetish from it, man. This guy's man. He needs to be. Hey, man, he needs to be destroyed, man. You know, this is the guy that's ruling the world and governing the earth, and claim in his own words, protecting the earth. All right, protecting you Americans, you Babylonians, teaching your children, policing your children. All right, you know, governing your life, influencing your kids. You know, this is the devil, man. And this is why we call you weak red Hebrew Edomites the devil. Okay? Don't ask why, man. This is why. It says the report doesn't mention other victims, but as TFTP has reported in the past, studies show that the average number of victims of non-incestuous pedophiles who molest girls is 20. For pedophiles who prefer boys, the number jumps to 100. An average serial child molester may have as many as 400 victims in his lifetime. Golly. Who do you think these guys are? I mean, these are Edomites. With these many bodies, sick ass bodies on them, man. You know? All right. And Esau take it to his grave, man. He'll take it to his grave. Memory card and all. You know? Hey, the Lord is exposing you devils, man. All right. Wolf was arrested last Thursday and is currently free on a $100,000 bond. They freed this sicko. But Jake's a threat to society. He's a flight risk. But this sicko can get out on bond, man. Okay? As TFTP has reported, a study exposed the startling fact that police officers are arrested about 1,100 times a year, or roughly 3 officers charged every day. Many of these arrests are over unspeakable sex crimes. Yeah, man, because he's a violent homosexual, man. Or he's a fucking pervert. He's a demon. And I'm gonna bring out this scripture, man. It's perfect. All right, this is bear with me, man. This is Hebrews, okay, 12 and 16. It says, "Lest there be any fornicator or profane person, as Esau, who for one morsel of meat sold his birthright." Mm-hmm. Yep, and that's who we're dealing with. All right, this guy is outside. Profane means outside of the temple, man. This guy's a sicko, man. He's a sick deviant, man. He's the devil. Okay? You know, and that's who we're dealing with. And that's who's being exposed right now. All right? You know? It says, "Lest there be any fornicator or profane person, as Esau, who for one morsel of meat sold his birthright." You know? That's right, man. You devils sold your birthright to who? Our forefather Jacob. All right, and you can't get it back. All right, it was never meant for you. Let's rewind verse 17. "For ye know how that afterward, when he would have inherited the blessing, he was rejected, for he found no place of repentance, though he sought it carefully with tears." You know, yeah, because the Lord rejected your demonic ass, man. He was always rejected. All right. You know, when we were always chosen, man, going back to our forefather Jacob. Okay, you know, and there's no repentance open for you Edomites. There's no rehabilitation. All right, you know, like you brought out before, man. You know, the woman you deal with. You know, Esau goes to counselors and seeks therapy for his sick ass demonic thoughts and feelings that he has flustering throughout him, man. All right, sick lust for children and whatever animals, all that, man, sick, all that sickness. All right, but that's Esau. You know, you want to add on, you know.
That's all you Edomites, really.
Yep.
And you see how he got back out because he a Ray Hebrew Edomite.
Mm-hmm.
If it was any other person of the tribes, they would have never seen the daylight.
Yep.
And they have concrete evidence that the dude didn't did it, yet they still let him out because he's a Ray Hebrew Edomite.
Yep. Yeah, like a lot of these red Hebrew Edomites, man. All right. And it's about the that money and that and pretty much that what you call it, that backing, you know,
mm-hmm.
that weak red Hebrew Edomite supremacy, you know, which is backfiring. It says police crimes are not uncommon. The study's lead researcher Philip M. Stinson concluded our data directly contradicts some of the prevailing assumptions and the proposition that only a small group of rotten apples perpetrate the vast majority of police crime. Although nearly 60% of the crimes occurred when the officer was technically off duty, Stinson wrote, a significant portion of these so-called off-duty crimes also lies within the context of police work and the perpetrator's role as a police officer, including instances where off-duty officers flash a badge and an official weapon or otherwise use their power, authority, and the respect afforded to them as a means to commit crime. You see? And that's all these weak red Hebrew Edomites do. You know, they use their power, their authority, going to these so-called police officers, and in his case, dealing with this guy that got caught up, you know, this devil that got caught up. You off duty, man. What the hell are you doing? All right, being the devil. That's what you're doing. Going to and fro, causing mischief, in which all you weak red Hebrew Edomites do, no matter what position you're in. You always play the victim role, and the whole time you're the perpetrator. All right? So it's going into, you know. It says, according to a report from WAPO, in cases involving allegations of sexual abuse, 72% of the officers were fired and more than 80% resulted in convictions, the study found. There were 422 reported cases of forcible and statutory rape, 352 cases of forcible fondling, and 94 sodomy cases over the 7 years of the study, which Stinson called larger than expected based on the existing research. Okay? And this is the so-called research that Esau has went into. All right? I mean, the numbers are even higher than that, man. All right? And the researchers are involved, man. All these people, all these weak red Edomites are involved in this, man. You know, they just haven't been, they didn't get caught up. All right? The data search turned up 174 examples of male officers arrested in cases of driving while female, in which women drivers were harassed or assaulted. About 82% of those cases ended in convictions. A separate study, as reported by the AP in 2015, found similar shocking numbers. You know, and it's showing, all right, it's showing the Slovakia. You know, it's showing the little posting. It says the probe revealed that 550 officers were decertified for various sexual assaults, including rape. All right. You know, so here it is. Trump screaming out border walls and we need to stop the illegals, rape and all this, but really it's Secret Service. It's the local police department, local police officer. Or really it's the local red Hebrew Edomite. Okay? It says Some were dismissed for sodomy or sexual shakedowns, where victims were forced to perform sexual acts to avoid arrest. A further 440 officers lost their jobs for other sex-related offenses, such as possessing child pornography, being a peeping Tom, sick, sending sexually charged messages to underage teens, or having sex while on duty. About one-third of the officers lost their jobs for committing sexual offenses against children. Even more shocking is the fact that every one of these studies indicates that most of the cases go unreported because the victims are scared to report the officers to their own departments. See? So even these other police officers or whoever in whatever position that of power or position that they're in, they see these things, they're even scared to say something. Why? Yeah, man, because what they know how to power. They're afraid that they're not gonna be looked believed upon, or ultimately they see that how the power how it goes, how this is always swept under the rug. So what's the use of saying something when nothing is gonna be done? All right, and really this is how you all you red Hebrew Edomites get down. You know, Jake had a precept or anything. You know, hey man, pretty much that's the gist of the article. All right, exposing this devil and really all you red Hebrew Edomites. Okay, and how you get down and the statistics that's being brought up on this article. Okay, how much dirt goes on. Okay, behind the lines of so called those who protect and and serve. You know, if you don't have nothing, I could pull something. This is Malachi 1. Okay. Really let me see. Yeah. This is Malachi 1 and 4. Whereas Edom saith, we are impoverished, but we will return and build the desolate places. Thus saith the Lord of hosts, they shall build, but I will destroy, and they shall call them the border of wickedness, and the people against whom the Lord have indignation forever.
Yeah, and they are the border of wickedness, because that's all they do.
Yep.
It's in them, like we brought on Habakkuk.
Yep.
It's just in them to be wicked, so they can't help but do it.
Mm-hmm.
That's just who they are. There's no changing them. There's no rehabilitation. There's no fixing them. That's just who they are.
Mm-hmm.
All right, because they're the physical counterpart of Satan.
Yep.
So they just embody wickedness. They don't feel right unless they do make a wickedness.
Yeah, they are the wicked.
Mm-hmm.
How you gonna have the wicked fighting crime? How you gonna have the supervillain trying to be the superhero? You know what I mean? Wherever this devil is, that's where wickedness is. That's what crime is. That's what theft is. That's what pedophilia is. All right? You know, that's where the border of wickedness is. And these are the people in whom the Lord has righteous anger against forever. You know? And these are the same people who the Lord is exposing and ultimately the Lord is destroying, man. You weak, red Hebrew Edomites. You know? You want to add anything? Yeah, so with that, man, Lord's will, this lesson was edifying. You know, further expose on you you red Hebrew Edomites and why we call you the devil. Okay? You know? So Lord's will, this lesson was edifying. We're going to close out once again, giving all praises to Yahweh, by Hashem, Yahweh Shai, by Hashem, Rakar Kodash. All right? Hey, man, death unto you Edomites, man. Death to America, you know? Shalom to the elect. Shalom.
Shalom.